Hi, today is November 29th, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1907 for the year Sidewalk Scene. The brick was lying next to what looked like a lopped-off streetlight. There was the base of the light with a squared-off piece of wood that looked like it had been screwed onto the top to stop the bleeding or to contain a volcanic eruption or something, and the brick was lying next to it and being like, "Lopped-off streetlight, what the hell happened? Who did this to you?" And the street light was like, "Nah, it ain't even like that. My shit got hit by a car and fell over, and they screwed the wood on me so the little kids wouldn't stick their hands in and get electrocuted and shit." And the brick was like, "Well, that's reasonable." And the light was like, "I know." Then the brick was like, "So, yo, streetlight, you got any hobbies?" And that was my cue to exit, because I don't give a shit about whatever hobbies the streetlight might have. And I was afraid maybe the brick was trying to make a move on the light, and I didn't want to get in the way and maybe get hit by a brick, so I moved on. Poem number 1908, Longer. The shit is getting longer again. The shit was shorter for a while, but now it's longer. Not as long as it was at the beginning, but not as short as it had been. It's longer and looser and maybe a little sloppy, and maybe it flops out and spills over the side, and so it's flabby, and maybe it needs to get some exercise, and maybe it ought to be less indulgent, or maybe it's fine, maybe it's fucking fine, or maybe if it isn't, it will all just work itself out. That's the long of it and the short of it, and right now, that there's the long of it, but in time there will be there. But in time there will be the short of it again, probably. Anyway, I don't mean to cut this short, but I don't want to continue with this any longer. Poem number 1909, Cleaner. She kept getting cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. For one thing, she scrubbed herself with a loofah at least once a day, but I don't want to go into everything she did because it's personal. But I will say that her obsession with cleanliness was a perversion. And that's not my judgment. That's what she told me. She told me it made her dirty. It made her feel dirty to be clean, and the cleaner she got, the dirtier she would feel. Sometimes she wanted to bathe me, sometimes she wanted me to bathe her. One time she handed me a sponge and a bottle washer and told me to wash her like the dishes. Then she washed me like the dishes, and it was very dirty, and it was very clean. Ultimately, she dumped me. She said it was because I could never get dirty enough or clean enough for her. Can't say I miss her. Some things just aren't meant to be. I hope wherever she is, she's as clean as she wants to be, but I doubt it. Poem number 1910, The Focus. Somehow the focus had shifted from a made-up woman to a relationship that never was. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1911, What They Had Done. They were utterly befuddled by what they had done. But when they told me what they had done, I wasn't certain whether what they had done was out of line or whether they were overreacting to what they had done, or what. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.